All right, you all, Sandy Beauford Muhammad. She's gonna pick a question, and this is her first time. She's never seen this question. She's gonna go off the cuff because I know she's gonna pick the right question because she has the answer for it inside of her. Go ahead and pick the question, and tell us what the question is.
Hmm. If you could be God for 15 minutes, would you create something new, modify what's here, or delete it? Hmm. That question, I would definitely not delete anything. I would definitely do something to modify it, which in essence actually will be creating something new. And what I mean by that is everything that we see, everything that we touch, everything that we can imagine, it actually comes from the divine, the creator, the one who gave us the essence of himself. So what you see is actually, there is the essence of him in it all. So I would decide to take what he has already given us and instill more of himself in it to create something that we've never seen before. So, how would I do that? If you go back to the beginning, some of us believe in evolution, some of us believe in a divine creator, some of us have no belief at all. And all of that is okay. Because remember, in order for you to say that something does not exist, you first have to acknowledge that it exists. Just think about that one for a moment. What would I do? I would first look into the mind. We are actually here today to present something new to businesses, small businesses, businesses that have already begun, and that newness that we're presenting, it's not really something new. When you start listening to the words that are being said to you from any divine person, gifted person, a person whom you respect, it actually triggers something that's in you that's already there. And that's the same what I'm thinking about. I wouldn't create necessarily or try to bring something into existence that's new, but actually perfect that which we already have. I'll give you an example. Say, let's say the soil. There are some parts of the country that has what we may consider good soil. There are some parts of the country that you may say has the soil has no nutrients of value to us. But the creator, the divine, Allah, God, whatever you so choose to acknowledge, he actually instilled in that the essence of himself. What we have to learn is how to bring the essence of the soil that he himself is already in out of it. How do you do that? You give it love, you give it nutrients, you introduce to it that ingredient that it's lacking, and then you fertilize it, and then you manipulate it in such a way that you are what they would say you are grinding it up, you are mixing it up. Believe it or not, you can actually create soil. And if you don't believe me on that, why don't you go on Google or YouTube and pull it up? And another example that I would like to give, the human being. Some of us say that this world is a decaying world. It's a world that's going to, if I may use the terms, going to hell in a handbasket. Well, you can say that when you go to some of our areas that have been bombarded by crime, been bombarded by hatred for one race or another, or one gender or another. You may see that around. But always remember, if you take the time, even with those individuals that you may think are the worst of the human beings, there's the essence of God in them. How do you know that? Because they had to come through the same process that those of us who think we truly possess the essence of God in. We all came through the same process, right? So then you go back to those areas and you teach them and you show them out of love, compassion, how to take care of themselves. Now you may say that's a very big task. Yeah, it is for one person. But if all of us just make up in our mind to do something for one person and put all of our efforts in just one person, be it family, be it friend, be it neighbor, whomever you may choose, or be it someone that you don't even know, that person you may have driven by on the expressway begging for something to eat or food, just take one person and pour yourself into them. Give them and assist them with what they need to be a whole person, just one person at a time. I promise you, that blighted area that you may have passed by, or the images that you may have seen on the news or television, that will be changed one person at a time. So, yes, I will create something new by using what already exists, because the essence of the greatness of the mind that placed all of this here is in every single thing that you see.